was not ending. I was not ending at all whatsoever. I was only gonna go live again. I had to end that live, because I wasn't able to do a poll. I didn't want to talk about anime. Well, let me not say that. I wanted to talk about anime, but I didn't want to talk about anime the whole time for a question. So what I'm gonna do is ask the real question, and we're gonna do a part 2 live right here, right motherfucking now. So if you're new, come in, hit the like, and subscribe to your boy. Let's have a conversation and let's do this thing. Give me one brief moment. Start a Q&A. What's the biggest... Let's see this. What's the biggest lesson you learned in dating? Yes. Now, this is the question I really wanted to ask. And this is the question we're going to be talking about. So let's do this thing. Let's have a good conversation. And let's talk all this shit, man. Right there. Boom. What's going on? If you are in the room, I see you in the building. What's happening? Thank you for the like. Thank you for coming back for the part 2. Listen, this is what I really wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about what's the biggest lesson you learned in dating. And I want to have a conversation about it. What I like to do, as you see going forward, I want to do some questionnaires. I want to have some conversation, engage with the people that's coming in. Because, we could talk about anime, we could talk about all types of things, video games, what we like, what we don't like, what we do like, but let's talk about something on another note, right? Too, it's so interesting how everything is so negative. I've been talking about that for the last week, and if you've been new and tuned into my live, I've been talking about how pessimistic dating can be, how pessimistic people can be when it comes to dating, right? Because people are not necessarily getting the things that they really want when it comes to dating. So it really just takes you for what you want to be into dating. So without further ado, if you do have any answer that you want to put, what's up, Bert? What's going on? How you doing? What's up? How you feeling? Salute. What's the biggest lesson you learned in dating? Oh, yeah. Check out my Muzan. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out, though. He's such a crazy ass character. You know what I mean? Just chilling. Bro, I'm just chilling myself, just relaxing. I'm on a part 2. I was live earlier. I'm talking about some anime. I talked about some iShow Speed. Right now, I want to talk about what's the biggest lesson you learned in dating when it comes to it. How you feeling tonight, bro? Good to see you. Shout out to everybody that's pulling in. My name is All Star Izzy. If you are new here, hit the like button, subscribe. We on the road to the top. Be a part of this journey. Be a part of these conversations. Don't worry, no one's going to bite. No one's going to say whatever. If there's trolls and people are saying what they're saying to your shit, don't worry about them. Trolls are always around the time. You were talking about being pessimistic. Yeah, but not me being pessimistic. I'm talking about dating is pessimistic. Like, people are pessimistic when it comes to dating. People are a lot more negative when it comes to dating and their dating results and what they're getting out of it, like their interaction with women. They're pessimistic on themselves. They're scared, full of anxiety, fear, doubt. They're thinking about all the things that they can do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why I'm asking this question today, what's the biggest lesson you learned? I want to know what are the lessons people have learned and why people have learned, and then what did they do after they learned it? Let's see. B says, IDK, man, the dating pool is so toxic now. I don't even want to just try no more. How is it toxic? In what sense, though? And is it just your area? Is it like, what is it for you? Great to see you, Jules. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Of course, I always appreciate the compliments. By the way, if you are here, you know what? I'm going to be looking for some new mods tonight. That's what I'm going to be doing. I want some new mods. Let me get some new mods. Silly Billy, what's up with it? James says, you are alone. You are homeschooled. You have no chance to love a person because of that. Okay, well, I mean, can't tell if you're trolling or not, but that's just up to you. Dortha pouting saved your life, and you used to fuck with the skinny, pretty girls, but they bruised you up. Oh, that's crazy. Learn your person before dating, Grind Channel says. In what sense though? In what sense? Hold on, let's get all that shit out of here. We're having a very low tolerance at this time. Because if you're not answering this question and you're doing on some other shit, Listen, this it's not gonna be helpful to the conversation for those who want to actually speak on this shit. But they bruised you up. Okay, sound like you like to be abused before. Now you good now. Learn your person before dating. Right. I think it might just be my area, but I feel like social media and dating apps have kind of just ruined the mindset of this generation. I think it's like I can see where it can ruin, right? But I think also too, it's like it filters out people in general. I think it filters out like the good and the bad. I think it filters out those who are willing to stay entitled, willing to stay in like a I guess entitlement is the best word for it, because B, it's interesting. Like we can't be ignorant to the fact that social media has made a lot of people think that they have options, right? Whether that's their likes, their DMs, but truthfully, options mean that if you got 5 options, that means that you want each other. It doesn't mean that they just want you. Those are not options. Those are people that just want you. That's not what an option is. Option means you have multiple people that you have a multiple attraction for. I think it can ruin some, but I think it also shows too how easy it can get if you want to get some dates and stuff like that, or if you want to meet people online a little bit more. Some people are afraid to approach in person and rather use social media as a way to get it, or they just don't have too much time, so they use that instead. But it could be an area, but still, this don't get so clouded onto what how toxic the dating pool is, because it's really about you more than it is about the toxic pool. Bert says, I think you just got to filter out the bads. I know it's really hard to determine with all this fakeness out there. That's true. I mean, and if there is fakeness, then that's something you just don't need in your life, and that's your right along with their right of fakeness. Too, y'all. It's so interesting because social media is like it teaches you to like carry a certain way in real and on social media, but in real life it's completely different. It's nothing like what you really see in real life. Some people can be the same way, can be who they are, but a lot of times it's a lot more than just what meets the eye. You know what I mean? Sack snatchers. No idea what you're talking about. Personality wise, like she's loyal and will stay when times get rough. Define that. What does times get rough though? Like what would that mean? Like financially? What would a situation of times get rough exactly mean? Like just do it, James. But do you? You know what I'm saying? But this isn't the channel to talk about your sexuality when it comes to that. Cuban Crisis says the biggest lesson I learned is some broads. I'm not gonna read the rest. Yeah, Cuban, I don't think you've ever had that. Better be loving myself respectfully to attract a worthy one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, you speaking facts, man. I got cheated on in my last relationship, so I think my mindset just be ruined at the moment working on it for real. And see, that's the thing though. That's really what that's I like that you brought that up, because bro, it was crazy. I've been talking about like past relationships and past experiences and how that can shift your perspective in looking at certain things a certain way. Like your bad relationship made you look at women a whole different way. But the thing is that was just for that relationship, and it doesn't mean it has to be for the next relationships that are meant or that will be coming forward, and coming next and stuff. So although that you're working through it and accepting, moving on for whatever the case is, just definitely understand that not all women is going to be her. And plus two, who you were in that time in the relationship isn't going to be you as you move forward, depending on how things went, because evolution is always forever. Thank you for 4 likes. Let's work the way up for 10 likes. And if you have not subscribed, you're more than welcome to subscribe and join the conversation. Let's talk about dating. Let's talking about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Baldwin says it means she snagged your bag. Are you talking about money? Hey, for sure, Bert. Have a great one. Thank you for stopping by. Listen, women will only snatch your money if you allow them to take your money, bro. 1,000%. Mentally, physically, and money wise. Let me see I forgot what you said. Well, see, now the thing is it's almost sounding like in a relationship sense. You know, a lot of the stuff really matters in the beginning, to be honest. Like how you set the tone for the beginning as you're meeting a woman is what sets the tone for the rest of the relationship coming forward. You know what I mean? It really correlates going forward for that. You know what I'm saying? That little hole cost a lot of money. Now, see, that depends on who's tricking on it. Cause I mean, who's out here? Who? Be honest. Who in this chat has ever paid for what's between her legs? Like directly paying for it. Because you know, even doing like hella dates just to have sex is basically paying for it. But that's an indirect and passive way of paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I get that often, Dylan. Baldwin. Yeah, for sure. Yes, thank you, Storm. Thank you, Jules. Thumbs up, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Much love, much love. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is All Star Izzy. We are in the building. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Just stick to your right hand. That's crazy. Now that's wild. You don't need to necessarily do that unless you have people to do that. Women to do that for you specifically. You know, you don't really need to do that for real. Nah, never. That's nasty. Yeah, see, that's the thing. But like, a lot of guys are not being truthful. A lot of guys pay for it out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Atlanta Made? Michael, what's good with it, bro? You're crazy. Hey there, Reroll here again. What's up, Reroll? How you doing? What's up with it, bro? Baldwin says, she says, I'm gonna get some food, then doesn't ask me if I want a thing. Every time I get food, I ask her if she has eaten. So you want her to treat you the way you're treating her. You know, too, you gotta teach people how to treat you though. You know, when it comes to it. But are you in a relationship right now? Is why you saying that? You know what I'm saying? Never pay, but once hit. But once you hit, they want things from you. It depends though. They only want things from you if you're offering more things. Now here's the thing. If they say it one time, right? See, this is why I believe we are the gatekeepers to decisions and choices, right? As in men. If we tell them we're only gonna have sex and this is all we're doing. If you ask me for more, I'm cutting you off. Right? You can be cutthroat, you don't gotta be too cutthroat when it comes to that, but say it in a way that you need to say it. But let's say you guys are just smashing. Okay? Don't introduce sleeping on the phone. Don't introduce let's go out on a date. Don't introduce let's go to the movies. If you just want to smash, just say you want to smash, right? So then boom, it happens. But if she says, I want more, or whatever the case is, tell her no. And if she says it again, I'm going to be done with you because you already know what this is about between you and I, you know? So that's real though. But yeah, I mean, because I've had one night stands before, but when I had my one night stand, I never got asked for anything more than that. Or like it was never further. There was times with that. Or even when I was just having casual sex, it wasn't, hey, can I get some money now? Or when can you take me out? Or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Never really got those things. If you like to, you're more than welcome to. You're okay, you can't sleep. What's the problems? You got a lot on your mind? B says depends on the girl. Do you exercise at all? Nah, James, I just sit in the house all day. I just sit in the house all day and eat bread. That's literally all I do. You've been dating for a month. Oh, okay, so now it makes sense. Okay, so now let me ask you, if you've been dating for, like, as in boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Explain that cool Japanese necklace. Oh, if you don't know, wait, who in here knows what this necklace is? Oh, excuse me, it's turned around, it's backwards. Who knows what this is right here? Let me know if you know what this is. Let's get it, Kate. What's going on? Let's get it, Kate. What is the biggest lesson you learned in dating? What is everybody's biggest lesson you learned? If you haven't hit the like button, you're more than welcome to, and subscribe to your boy. We on the road to the top. Thank you for being a part. Daily lives this September. We're going crazy. This Friday, a Friday gaming event. I will be doing giveaways. I'll be gifting some money out. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on the phone is stupid. Yes, it is. I would never condone that shit. But hey, listen, as stupid as it is, people are doing it out here, bro. So that's just what comes with it. People are sleeping on the phone. People are playing, pillow talking to women. They're hitting the whole, you just so pretty. You just so this and all that. It's like, bro, chill out, man. Chill out. What's up, Repent? What's going on? Know what you're looking for and what you like in women. That's a good one, Louise. That's a good one. This is Demon Slayer. This is Tanjiro's, this is earrings. I really wanted the earrings, but I stuck with the necklace. I got the necklace instead. Y'all might see me in here with some Tanjiro earrings one day. I think those are fly. You do like you like eat a bread. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do. I literally just sit in the house and I eat bread. I don't do nothing else. That's an old Japanese flag. Sebastian says, "What up, Sebastian? What's good, Julie? I appreciate you. Thank you. The biggest thing I learned is that some people are just lessons until you find your real person." Now that's even a better question right there. What well, Katie, let me ask you, and other people can chime in if they want to. But what does your real person, what do you think that is for everybody? You know, and if you're coming in, yeah, what's the biggest lesson you learned? Bread, just, money bread, bro. Sara Lee. Sara Lee is I sit on the couch all day and eat some Sara Lee, bro. That's all I do. So you're so right, James. You're that guy, bro. You're that guy. Cause I don't, and this is no disrespect to the comment either, but I don't believe in finding your person. I don't believe in that. But it has nothing to do with no ill will. I'm not hurt from the past. My goodness, the past, this girl. No, it has nothing to do with that. Baldwin says she acts like I'm her boyfriend one day, then the next she says watching her show is more important than coming to tell her good night. She lives in the same apartment building. So Baldwin, let me ask you, before y'all started dating, did y'all started like getting to know each other before? Or like how was I low-key should do a call-in show. But the only reason I'm not doing I don't like doing call-in shows at night no more is because there's so many trolls at night. It is insane. Like it was like a week or two ago, I had a voicemail of somebody sounding like they were breathing hard for like 6 minutes. It sounded like they like a fucking cat, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Random ass people is crazy. Insane, bro. But yeah. So how long was it before y'all got into a relationship? Watching her show is more important than coming to tell you to good night. Man, there's a lot already in that statement that I need to talk about. Good enough for heaven, ever lusted or hated anyone before, ever curse, ever. Clark Kent, you say this every time you come in, I think you come in every time. Oh, I think I said Katie is Kiki. My bad. I apologize. Your person is the one that motivates you to be better and grows with you while sharing a mutual love just between you. Now, let me ask you something, Kiki, right? Because I like your explanation. Thank you for answering the question. Now, and this is not to grill or anything. This is based off my own curiosity, right? Here's the thing. So if your person is the one that motivates you to be better and grows with you, sharing mutual love, right? What does that look like, and how can you tell the difference between someone who wants to genuinely motivate you versus someone who is trying to motivate you and grow with you, but it's not exactly what you want, and they're only doing that so they can get with you? Because there's a difference between genuinely doing it versus someone doing it so they can be seen in a good light in your eyes. You know what I mean? Everyone has a person. If that's what they seek, some people just want to be bops for real, and to each their own. Some people do, but we can tone down the judgment just a little bit, because it's not, let people be what people are, It is what it is. Like, if it ain't got nothing to do, like, that's one of my biggest things, and when it comes to dating, if it has nothing to do with me, I really don't care. Or just in life in general, period. But yeah, but the thing why I bring it up is because, like, if you seek it, you're gonna find it, right? It may not be what you actually want, though. But that's all I'm gonna say when it comes down to that. Joshua says, no, we need more judgment in this world. We need to actually understand that things are correct and things are wrong. Joshua, what I'm talking about is judging people for what they want to do when it comes to dating. There is a difference between right and wrong. But if the next person is doing something, if I'm over here sharpening my pencil in Barnes & Noble, right? I'm doing something, but it's making a loud ass sound, but it's in there so people can sharpen the pencil at a journaling station. What does that have to do with you? Because I'm sharpening my pencil. Oh, that's the wrong thing to do because it's in Barnes& Noble. But why is it here then? Same thing just in general. If somebody's doing something, if people want to date around and hook up casually, just for instance, I'm not saying this is what you say. What does that have to do with you and your life? This is a real question though. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Let's work our way to 15 likes. You're more than welcome to subscribe and be a part of this journey. Let's keep talking about this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we spent like a month getting to know each other. Okay, that's the problem. It happened too fast, bro. It happened too fast. And how old are you, by the way? We need more judgment. Our society has lost its way. People in society have lost its. See, the thing is, I'm not ignorant to that. Society has lost its way. Most people in society in general. See, this is a good thing. I'm not going against disagreeing with anything y'all saying. A lot of people in society have lost their way. A lot of people choose to look good rather than be good. I say be good and look good, but in those small aspects. But even if society is doing something, right? Even if they're doing what they're doing and losing their way, what can I do as an individual, right? If you're asking yourself, in my life, so that my life doesn't reflect what society is, specifically with the dating society, right? Baldwin says, after a month, she says she wanted to date. I still give her distance, but some nights I just want to see her and tell her goodnight. I don't see a problem with that. I think, to be honest, I think you guys rushed way too fast into the relationship, to be real. And I mean, she told you that she wanted to date. Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing, but it really should be on your decision if you wanted that. It's nothing wrong with distance and telling her goodnight as well. But you guys are in the same apartment building. Ooh, be careful with that, bro. Be careful with that, bro. I was talking with someone that I know, and it was a while back, a couple weeks, maybe a month ago. I spoke on this. They were living with their girlfriend, but they got kicked out of the crib, and it was crazy. I know that's not in the same sense, but it's like it was wild. Like people was coming in different cars and yelling and making a whole scene. It was crazy, bro. So be very be careful for that. Kiki says, someone who isn't genuinely wanting to grow and be better with you will eventually drop the act. That's true. They'll show their true intentions later on, but someone who truly wants you to be better stays consistent. I can see that, Kiki. Barbara, what's going on? How you doing? My husband blames everything on everyone else. He acts like he is not at fault for anything. He is physically and mentally abusive. I'm really physically and mentally exhausted. Stay single. Okay. It's just like, man. You asked why it matters to me, and the answer is actually very simple. The society works on it. Yeah, but what do other people have to do with you is what I'm asking, Joshua. What do you mean just say what you want? I did tell you exactly what I want to get the point across. What does it have to do with you? What other people are doing? Yes, we can definitely see what's from right to wrong. But if you're not going to be a judge in law, if you're not going to do anything that's going to put you in a position that you're going to actually make a change to say this is what's going to be right or wrong, this is what's going to be right or wrong, this is what's going to be wrong. Who are you to say something for what other people are doing versus what are you doing in your life? You know what I'm saying? 36, okay. I agree. Amanda, great to see you. I agree. I don't necessarily believe in your person, but someone you can bring into your internal world. They see your likes, dislikes, and accept you. I think that not many can accept a person's flaws. That's true too. Not many people can, because not many people accept their own flaws. And even if they try, it's like it's a lot of complexities when it comes to that. Because it's like I'm not gonna seek or look for like this. There's this one person that's meant for me in the world. You never know. You can find through different types of relationships, through different ways, and you may find it. You know what I mean? Or it just may happen, whatever the case is. Everybody is out there just dating to screw around. Then the mean for dating just becomes just screwing around. Yes, but for them, Joshua, okay, Joshua, what do you want out of dating? Forget everybody else. What does Joshua Kelly want in dating? You can become better and have real morals. Society has shifted to where the young generation has next to no morals, put themselves on a pedestal. I'm part of the generation that's whack for real, for real. But then be a difference in your life then is what I'm getting down to, really what it is. Como estás, Savi? How you doing? I've already said that other people's choices affect society and it affects everyone. I'm a normal member of society. This is a good thing to be such. What's up, Nova? How you doing? But yes, too. Okay, yeah, you're correct. Other people's choices do affect society, right? They do. But are you going to be somebody, this goes for everybody, are you going to be somebody who's going to be affected by the masses and the choices? Or are you going to be affected by the choice that you make that could potentially affect the masses as well? There's always going to be a good and bad. There's always going to be a yin and yang to this shit. So even to say, this is why the other day, everybody, I was talking about why positivity is an important thing when it comes to being in dating. Why, if you want to be a difference maker when it comes to dating, if you want a difference in your dating experience, you have to see the positive in it. But positivity doesn't mean ignoring the negativity. The positivity doesn't mean ignoring the shit that's happening, the toxicity, the stuff, what's happening. It means seeing it for what it is and saying, I don't need to fall in the rules of what everybody else is creating. I create my own rules for myself. I see that people do their own thing, but it's up to me ultimately for a decision that I want to create in my reality. You know what I'm saying? But great conversation, Joshua. Thank you. I'm 23. I'm going off my young knowledge. I mean, you know, but you still answering the question, so I appreciate you, Kiki. You know what I mean? Because, you know, there's a lot that you were saying. You know, I mean, and everybody's at different levels of what they want specifically, right? By the way, let me introduce myself. My name is All Star Izzy. I'm an empowerment coach. I assist in love, dating, relationships, and self-esteem, empowering yourself to empower the world. And I'm not just saying this just to say it because like of what we talk about. I'm saying this because look at my channel and look at what's going on. I have conversations like this because I love to have conversations with people with different perspectives. Whether we agree, disagree, and where no one is being disrespectful, we're all having a really good conversation. So again, thank you guys for being here. You're more than welcome to like and subscribe. And I appreciate all these comments that are coming in for the people who are genuinely engaging to this. I respect and I salute you guys for speaking on these certain things. Thank you. But I was trying to be careful. We took a few week break, but she keeps texting me after like 10 days saying I miss you and stuff like that. Okay, so Baldwin, let me tell you something, bro. Listen, if you guys, it don't matter who initiated the first few week break. I think it might have been her. But if she keeps texting you after like 10 days, right, and saying she missed you and stuff like that, I think you need to charge it to the game, bro. And the reason why I think you need to charge it to the game is because if you're already doing the few weeks breaks, whenever you get food, you're just not enjoying it in some aspects. There's some aspects you do enjoy, but if you guys, and then 10 days later, she's telling you, I miss you, it could mean she misses you, but it could also mean she can miss having someone there too. Who initiated the break? Let's ask that. Pretending like individuals' actions don't affect society at large is a different definition of ignorance. I didn't say that though. We need more people in society. That's the thing. I didn't pretend like individuals' actions. I actually just said that as I was speaking. Nah, the thing is you can, so what is it? No. So now you guys are talking about society. I'm talking about dating. And if people that want to hook up and dating have to equal to not being normal, then I think that that's coming from a place of judgment, where you're saying you don't think somebody should be hooking up and dating because that's what creates other people to think that's hooking up and dating. I actually know a lot of people that rather not do casual sex, that rather not casually just hook up. They actually enjoy true connection. They actually like connection. They slow burn the conversation. I like to slow burn, but am I casually dating and doing what I do? Absolutely. But what does that affect society and what they do and how they move? It's always ultimately up to the person, is it not? Mayflower, great to see you. Keep your expectations realistic. Thank you for saying that, Marie. I learned to stop being such a people pleaser and listen to my intuition. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Joshua says dating is the point to acquire a mate for marriage, to generate offspring and pass on values to the next generation. That's not what dating is. That's marriage, and that's making a child. Dating is creating a connection, and dating is having a connection with a person, chemistry, and seeing what we like so we can move further to those aspects. Dating is having fun and enjoying each other's company. It's not about all that stuff. Can it come from dating? Yes, it can. But that's not what dating is. That's coming from a place of like, I'm dating because It's like basically saying, if you're on the first date, I'm dating to marry. And if you're not dating to marry, then you're not the person for me type of mentality. Let's see. I'm different and have chosen to be that doesn't change the society that surrounds me. And that's the thing. Why? That's, see, we man, shout out to Boxing Plug Day for saying the quote earlier. I don't control the wind. I can only study it. That is the definition of having society. You're crazy, Peace. There's no reason to be positive about negative things in society. That's the definition of a toxic person. This person doesn't live a healthy life. This person is trying to define himself in a world that has societal expectations. Joshua, you are completely misguided. You are. If you're speaking on the sense that I'm saying, you're coming from a judgmental place, and you think that you know it all. That's a certain arrogance that you have in your mind. Like you said, I know. Please, anybody watching this, try to be a better person. Date somebody for their values. Date to marry the person. This is Rising Sun. There we go, Baldwin. But this is what I got to say. It was nice meeting you too. Until next time, Kiki, thank you for being here. But this is what I got to say. Listen, if anybody thinks that this is toxic advice for what I'm saying, you guys come from a judgmental place and you guys don't know. You guys probably are thinking about this the whole different way. Dating to marry, you're coming in a place to where you're trying to date with certain expectations. See, Joshua, what you're not realizing is you're coming from an arrogant place right now. Your mind is coming from an arrogant place because you think you know it all. You think that I'm going to sit here and I'm going to judge. Everybody listen to me when I'm saying this. I'm telling everybody, choose what you want, but your decision does not affect me. So when I say a decision for myself, it's not going to do nothing about. Why should that move you? Why should that make you feel like you need to say something about what's wrong about myself? Let me look at these comments of what you're saying. You guarantee somebody who quote unquote dates somebody for 3 months. Okay. I definitely think you have a past of hurt for sure. I think something has occurred. All you have to ask is how long was the person's most effective relationship? Okay, there we go. See, that's where it comes. Anybody listen to this person is going to live a life of misery. Okay, nice. Joshua, I want you to subscribe and I want you to be part of a call-in show tomorrow. That's what I want you to be a part of a call-in show tomorrow. I would love that, actually. This person has no idea what it means to actually go out and date somebody. Okay. Hooking up has nothing to do with dating. I never said that either. I've never even said that hooking up and dating has to do with anything. But when people are dating, when they're going out to want to date, people want to hook up. Oh, you just inspired a whole different conversation I'm going to be talking about. This person's a complete mess. You see, this is what I'm saying. Reading your comments and the things that you're saying, Zephyr, great to see you. I see you in the building. Yo, Baldwin, I appreciate it. She initiated the break. She ghosted me for almost 2 weeks. Yeah, Baldwin, you got to charge it to the game, bro. I'm telling you, you got to charge it to the game. But this is what I'm going to say is that, but this is, see, you saying this, so what you're doing is everything that I just said. You think that you're sitting on your chair, you're thinking, I know everything about it. You're saying that. But the thing is that if people want to date, if people want to hook up and date, then that's one thing. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see this for something really quickly. If you're gonna judge other people's way of how they do stuff, you're coming from a judgmental place, and you are misguided. Because who are you to say people need to do this, people need to do that? Go be a judge, go create a law or something like that. No. Because see, this is how, like, you say you're married, but let me say this, bro. I guarantee you probably didn't get as much women like that with that type of mindset. That scares women off to think like that. Because you got this strict way of looking at a certain thing, but you don't even allow freedom to come into a situation when it comes to dating. Come on, bro. Don't go around hooking up with people you're dating. Be safe about it if you do. A child would date. See, this is the thing. When I say something as far as hooking up, or if you want to have sex and dating, then do that. If you want to do this, then do that. The thing is that when people hear that, they're immediately thinking about no safe sex. They're immediately thinking about, in their mind, a judgment. This person is a is a HOE. They're a slut. They're a whore. They're all these bad things. They're the reason what's wrong with society. But then you don't realize the girl that could have potentially been your life before you, she could have been had her own thing. But she don't want to even bring up these certain conversations with you because of how judgmental you are. Come on, bro. Insane, dog. Crazy. So let me ask everybody in the chat. So y'all think it is a bad action to hook up? No says and No says you seem like hurt. Yeah, it seems like you won't subscribe. You got shit to do. Yeah, I see. Yeah, nah. Ladies in the chat, let me ask you, if we got any ladies in the chat, do y'all see hooking up as a bad thing? Hooking up is wrong for real? Why is it wrong, B? Why is it wrong? Do you think your girl would cheat on you? Why do girlfriends have the habit, even if you're a solid guy, would that occur? Because she doesn't like you like that. If a woman cheats on you, she just doesn't like you like that. There's nothing more, nothing less around it. You're not the guy in her eyes. And two, let's say if it's not even that, you vetted her incorrectly. Why does this concept not wrap around? See, that's a good one, Kiki. But why does this concept not wrap around a man's head? Why blame those? See, this goes back into that society, that stuff y'all were bringing up. It's the same thing even when it comes to pointing the finger at everybody else except looking at who you are and decisions that you make. Come on, bro. It's nothing. See, I'll take this thing. It is judgmental about the bad things. But the thing is, if people want to hook up, and you actually hold on, Joshua. Let me pick up what you said real quickly, bro. You said something beautiful, and I don't want to pass by it. Hold on. I don't want to pass by it. Judge only with discernment. I like that, Mayflower. I thought you had stuff to do, Joshua. You're a God-fearing man. That's what's up, bro. Hold on. You said something perfect. Where is it at? Give me a brief moment. Hold on. Where you at? You said something beautiful. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, there we go. Wait, no. You said something about marriage, cause you just basically reiterated everything that I said, right? Broly, why you sad, bro? I don't do hookups or one-night stands. It's never been my thing, but I'm not here to judge. Bro, been on 2 business days with Twitter fingers. Oh, no, that's for real. Let me say something, though. I can't find a comment. But Joshua, you said you live a good life. You're married. You got kids. You're happy. You're good. So what the fuck does dating have to do with you? If your life is good, right? Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me real quickly. And then this is going to be the last thing I got to say. If your life is good, why does it matter what society is doing when it comes to dating? And the only reason it does is because I don't think it's actually good in your life. If your life is, listen to this, if your life is genuinely good though, what people have to do in dating has nothing to do with you. You can say, oh, but my kid's gonna grow up in a society like this. You can teach your kids. They don't have to learn from them. If you're gonna be a good parent, you give them good lessons, you teach them, right? So again, if everything is all good back at the crib, back at home, your dating life is good, it does not matter what people got to do outside of that. That's all I'm going to say about it. We are happily married for 10 years. I didn't need to have sex, but I have a kid out of wedlock to find my wife. I changed my life, so hooking up before marriage, yes. But if you're going to do it, wait at least a year to really get to know. See, Mayflower, you lost me there, bro. I don't believe in soul ties though. Yeah, you're right, Joshua. You're exactly right, bro. You're exactly right, sir. You got it. Hooking up with a true attraction, totally fine if single and openly dating. See, and that's coming from a lady. I'm gonna pin that, bro. That's coming from a lady. Izzy, I've been dealing with some stuff. I haven't been on the stream, dealing with struggles in life, trying to survive. Well, whenever you get an opportunity, bro, just come pull up or hit me up on Instagram, I'll start Izzy. If you want to DM me about it, bro. But what does God think about hooking up? Jeez. Don't judge until you know the whole situation, and mindset included, which you won't. Real shit. I'll be back on stream when my mind is there in my heart, but it's because I've been bad. I'm changing as a person from the bad. Okay, cool, man. Well, I hope you're good though. I hope everything's good for you, and I hope you live a good life. Yeah, facts. No, facts, facts. There's sadness in your eyes, but like a nervous sadness. Exactly, Vincent. Yeah, exactly. What happened to exactly? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Listen, I don't like. And no, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm completely done with. I'm completely done with this conversation. It's literally everything that I said is a testimony to everything Joshua. B, you were saying similar things to it. Whoever was saying similar things to it, just know you were reiterating and you were reciprocating everything that I just talked about, bro. So that's always gonna be one of the continuous things in society, and it just is what it is. But let's keep going. No, listen, and I'm glad that you stated your opinion, B. I'm glad that you did, because it's anything. You weren't being disrespectful, right? I know, no, I know, and I appreciate your conversation, and I still appreciate the conversation just in general. But that's what's going on. Stop asking another man that question, Beach Boy. What the fuck? You're crazy. But yeah, so Broly. But if you still here in the background, just whenever you get some time, you know what I'm saying? You came at me for getting cheated on. What you saying? Came at you for getting cheated on. What are you talking? Which part? I'm just saying if someone were to get cheated, I think you stated it. Somebody said it. This is all I'm gonna say. Get cheated on. If you get cheated on, she probably didn't respect you as much, or it has to do about. See, the thing is, it's not. I'm not disrespecting. I'm not targeting. I'm not calling nobody no names. What I'm saying is the truth, the real, honest truth, though. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me a second, y'all. This is crazy. But it comes with it because the thing is it's not trying to control the outside society. It's about controlling what can I do for me? Like, what can I do for myself in this situation? Why did I get cheated on? That doesn't mean ask her why. I just covered a I Show Speed video earlier today because there was a clip of I Show Speed asking his ex, why did you cheat on me? I cried. I had real tears. You never do that. You never ask for clarity from that because the clarity he's searching is the clarity that he needs within himself. And he can only do that for him and have that own acceptance. 1000%. Baldwin says she texted me tonight after the second time she ghosted me and said I don't deserve it. She is sorry when she sees me in the building. She misses me. I don't know if I'm getting played or to go forward. You're getting played, bro. And that's the honest truth. She's playing you. Okay? I don't know what she did on her break. You told me she initiated the break and she ghosted you for two weeks. And then she texted you. She misses you. So whatever happened in those 2 weeks, let's not even think about it because many things could have happened, you know? But definitely charge it to the game. Tell her, actually, that's fine. I'd rather not. We had a good time. Wish you the best of luck. I want you to do that, Baldwin. Listen, drop your cojones, bro. Make a decision tonight. Make a decision. Because it's not going to help you. It's not going to go forward. She's definitely playing you. Women in the chat, men will game. If y'all can attest to it. How can I prevent being cheated on as a man? Kiki, I got you with a simple couple of things, right? It's like two that come to mind. One is that I'm gonna say is, so women do vetting too. Women, you got to see who the man is, but you got to see if he's true to his words and his action. Does everything match up in a sense like what he said? He means what he says, and he does the same thing that comes with it. He's consistent too. And two, he doesn't overly pedestalize you too much. And here's what I mean. I'm not saying he can't compliment you. I'm not saying he can't call you beautiful, sexy, and give you all these, compliments. I'm just saying if he's telling you you're the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life, I'll marry you right now, or you're the type of girl I gotta take to my mom's. Just like that stuff is manipulative. That stuff comes from a place where they're just trying to sell you a dream. So that's what I could give you on. Because just always remember this, ladies and gentlemen. The beginning of dating and being or getting into a relationship is one of the most important things ever. It is the foundation. It is when you set the tone, literally. It happens, bro. People cheat. Facts. No, I definitely didn't come for him at all. Yeah, for sure. Have a great time. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate you. Katie, what's going on? How you doing? I was gonna look you up earlier and I forgot. I was just find you randomly late at night. Look, you always find me. Yeah. Well, Katie, it can do about cheating. But it's really right now we're talking just centering around what's the biggest lesson you learned in dating. But we can talk about cheating too. But this is the main topic as of right now. I am talking about cheating and stuff. Zephyr, great to see you. I see you in the building. Gil, great to see you. Charger for sure, absolutely. Amanda says I think hookups are cool and all, but it's like fast food once in a while. But if it's weekly, then I think it's damaging that modern society makes it seem normal, especially for women. Well, Amanda, it's not even a bearer of bad news. People are hooking up every day. Like it's happening. That's something you can't control from people. And if it's a weekly thing, let people see. The thing is that let's say it is damaging some people, but if people want to do that and here's the difference between it. It's not even about the hooking up, nor is it about society wanting to hook up with and dating, right? What's it about is how they're going about dating. See, it's the people. It's not the hooking up, and it's not about the dating and the hooking up. It's about manipulating your way to hook up. It's about doing something egregious in order to get sex. It's about men manipulating. It's about men lying. It's also about women taking advantage of certain things and doing some certain stuff. And let's say it has to do with money, and men like, well, I just paid for all this, so this is what's going to happen. It always has to do with the conversation to get the hookup is what damaging society. It's not about what people are doing. People are having sex every day, right? And as people are doing that, it's just about how they're going about it. Are they lying? Are they being honest? Are they being genuine? Are they intentional? Are they authentic? Are they showing themselves? Or are they trying to hide away who they are because they'd rather sell a dream to get in between a woman's legs? That's what the situation is about. Shout out to my dog. I don't even want to game no more. I'm tired of this culture around dating. I'm good on my own. See, the thing is the thing is that, bro, it's all about you, right? It's not about them. Let them do them. But what you can do, any man that can become a difference in dating is setting your own rules and your own standards into this shit. Thank you, Baldwin. I appreciate you. You have to see this you got to be positive in this shit, right? And I believe anybody has the capacity to do it, If you may feel your feelings are saying I'm good on my own, but truthfully, you may want to date around here. The thing is that you're the difference in dating. Every individual is the difference. It's about how you're going about it. Yes, it's like the Hashiras versus all the demons in the Affinity Castle. It's like that, but still, you gotta fight for what's yours and for yourself, right? Kiki says it seems we are doing well. We've been together for 4 months. He more so shows his words through his action. He doesn't like to speak affection 24/7, but he shows in the small things he does. So let me ask you, Kiki, if y'all been together for 4 months, have you thought about somebody was cheating on you though? Like, have you thought about he was cheating on you or anything? And also, how long did it take for y'all to get a relationship? Not worth it anymore? Listen, you might think that now. You have the topic posted on your screen. Katie, you funny. Yeah, it is your choice, bro. Focus on personal growth and come back to it later. Absolutely. And as you're focused on personal growth, because growth is so rapidly and it's ever evolving in yourself within always. And as it's growing, you're gonna see something. You're gonna be like, you know what? I can be the difference in this. I can be the difference maker in my own life. Because dating is just one aspect about this, bro. What it really comes down to is you making the choices in your life. Dating has more to do about you than it has to do with anything else outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for sending 100. I appreciate you. How long to cheat on your what? What's up, Boricua? It sucks, it hurts. I'm gonna tell her I'm worth more than being a side dude. Whoa, wait. Baldwin. I don't think you're listening to me, my friend. Listen, dog. Don't tell her it hurts either. You need to charge it to the game, which means you need to tell her, we had a good run. Best of luck to you. I'm gonna move on. You need to tell her that. But if you just decide to smashing her on the side, then I mean, you might have got your feelings too much. Yeah, you still gotta charge it to the game, 1,000%. Biggest lesson learned in dating: pay attention to major red flags, but stop giving up on people over and anything. No one is perfect. Never been cheated on, but cheating is morally wrong. Lying in general is a moral conflict. Like all love, but damn, you're crazy. You're crazy. Hold on, get this shit out of here. That lame ass shit. Toxic positivity. I'm gonna say shit how I see it. All right, bro. You're digging your own hole, bro. I'm telling you that. Love that knowledge. Appreciate it. Well, B, if that's what you choose, bro, I'm just saying you're digging your own hole, man. Until next time, dog. You know, actions speak louder than words for sure. Colorado Luke. If she can't see me at my best, why should she see me at my worst? Yeah, it'd be crazy, no. That man sounds good. Actions always speak louder. Yeah. Sex therapist. I can get down to that, but you know, it's not that time right now. I haven't had any feelings on him cheating not once. Just been through it before and don't want to make the same mistake. You should be straight then. You should be good. You should be straight. You should be straight. Get that shit out of here, man. What the hell? We're not talking on that. But anyways, I want to say shout out to everybody that's here. Hit the like button, subscribe to your boy. If we on the road to the top. Be a part of this lifestyle. Be part of this journey. Listen, just in general, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let y'all know something, man. This is exactly why society will continue to run the way it does when it comes to negativity in dating, because a conversation like this. Okay, this is what B says. Bro is giving out the worst advice. Just be a genuine person, do your best, and be real. Have morals, do yourself. B, I want to tell you this right now. And if you come back next time, I'm going to say it again for the people that can learn going further. You are a man who's going to forever run on your feelings until you wake up into that day and why women treat you the way that they treat you. Earlier, you were just talking about how you got into this relationship and how it hurts. And you're asking me questions, and then you talk about the worst advice. But really, I'm just giving you the true advice. And the advice that I've given you is advice that's probably gonna hurt your soul more than it. The truth always hurts when you're lying to yourself consistently. The truth always hurts when you're lying to yourself consistently. I never even said once that I know everything. I don't need to know you to know the story that you just brought to me that shows me who you are. Because dating isn't about just hooking up with chicks and getting into relationships and all this shit. It's about what stance are you making? What decisions are you making? Why are you allowing certain things in your life? B, you're the same person that judges women for hooking up. You're the same person that thinks having sex is a bad thing. So B, I want to tell you this one more time. Dismiss yourself from here. If you have nothing else positive to say, dismiss yourself from here. I'd rather you do. And if you come back to my channel again and you're disruptive, and if you don't come back in a respectful manner, you know what? Yo, you were right. Then get the hell out. Then you don't need to be a part of this. Because I've given you honest truth. And the truth always hurts when you lie to yourself. It always does. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is an example of what happens. And B, I'm not even mad at you. I'm not even mad at you. And I do genuinely do wish best on your journey, though. All right? I do wish you the best of luck on your journey, for sure. All right? The fuck is a relationship? It's steaming coconut. You funny, bro. Keep exuding game as naturally as stars give out light. You already know that, Gil. Always and forever, bro. The normalcy of manipulation to receive the hookup is what hookup is what I'm saying. Society pushes things. Yeah, yeah. See, that's I can definitely have a good night, Mayflower, but I can definitely I can agree to that. It's the manipulation in it. That's I don't like that because the guys couldn't even say, "Oh, date to marry," right? And I'm not speaking on anyone specific, but guys can be on that, but know that they just want one thing. So they get themselves into a long-term relationship just to get what's in between their pants. And that's why women are running around saying pussy has power because you men give pussy power. And you guys are more feminine than these women out here. That's why they don't. That's why women are talking about they don't want to be moms. They don't want to be. They don't want to hold them and cradle them like a baby. They want to feel like a girl. That's why they go to the guy who's strong, who's a man, and who has a dominant presence that they can feel like a girl with. Oh, I don't want to think when I'm around. Like that's what that means. Come on, man. You can't get a woman when you can't get yourself first to shine within, to shine without facts, bro. I'm not gonna let her know my feelings. Just tell her we have fun, but it just didn't work out. Yes, Baldwin. Yes. Just do that, and whenever you do, Baldwin. Honestly, I advise to do it tomorrow. But when you do that, Baldwin, just let me know how that went, bro. And you may feel like, damn, like I liked her. We had a good time, and she's still in the same apartment building. But even if you do see her, anything, you still gotta keep it cool. Don't be like a super like stoic and walking past, yo, what's up? Like you can say how you doing, and then just keep it pushing. No long convos, no. Stick to your word. This is a very important thing. Once you make that decision, right, Baldwin, that to say I'm gonna charge it to the game, stick to that and keep it pushing. You gotta drop your cojones. You know what I mean? You guys trying to get in a relationship when they don't have one with themselves. Exactly. That's why they get into our relationships, though, Gil. Thank you for the 100. I appreciate you for the gift. But Gil, that's why they get into a relationship. Guys will get into relationships so quick and so fast, so easy because they don't want to accept that they don't have it. So I have to look outside of myself. I have to go relationship, girl, doing this because I don't know who I am. Maybe she can be the light to my life. And she could be the reason why I'm alive. Come on, man. Am I weak because I treated the relationship we had like I did? I don't know too much, Baldwin, of how you treated the relationship, but I do think it is weak that that she initiated that she wanted to get with you, that she wanted a relationship, and that she got a break with you and then ghosted you. So I think that's weak, right? You still have opportunities to build strength through this though. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Focus and take your sweet time and not be in a wash. B. No one told you to change your morals, bro. That's the thing. I've never told you to change your morals. I never said everybody in this chat has to hook up. I never said any of that, bro. Never said any of that. I've never said none of that. I don't push my beliefs onto people. I present them. And if people are wanting to listen to what I say, asking questions, if I'm making lessons on things that I'm saying, and people want to tune in, that is their choice. And if people say they want to hook up, they want to do things, I'm going to give them gems and game on that, how to hook up women. I am. Because if that's what they want and then I'm presenting something, then that's one thing. I never push. I never force. I don't need to force. I don't need to. All-star lifestyle. It's there if you want to see the stars. If you want to see the stars, go outside and see them. It's your choice. Langston, great to see you, man. What's up? How you doing? Good morning. Beautiful day, man. Beautiful day. Diamond D is exclusive and rare, but the question is, what makes your D as valuable as a diamond when other guys are false gold? Dude, all these guys are false golds, man. Who said to change your more? That's what I'm saying. Look. B, you're lost, bro. I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, dog. Yes, yes. Hit the like button if you have not. Appreciate you. Thank you. And shout out to everybody who sees the open mindedness and who could see the closed doors, who can see the walls in the ears. Y'all ever seen that meme with the wall that's in the ear and shit? Come on, man. Real shit, bro. Do you ever have a crush on someone? I wouldn't say crush. I definitely like, I definitely am fond of a lot of women though. Like for sure. Like especially ones like that I be seeing in social media and shit. Like some that I've known before. But yeah, no, for sure. But or in real life, I'd be like, yeah, what's up? But crush, not necessarily crush though. But yeah, no, there's a lot of pretty ladies out here that I would like to get to know for sure. First red flag is a warning. Watch how she treats random people, delivery drivers, waiters. That's what my sister tells me, just in general and shit. Appreciate that, Patrick. Funny as hell. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate it's called constructive criticism. 1000% Baldwin. Yeah. So whenever you do that, Baldwin, just come back and let me know. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow. So it's I'm gonna be live every single day September. So we doing this. If y'all haven't subscribed, most definitely subscribe for sure. Appreciate everybody. Now you listen to leave. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not. If you're not, if everything that I'm saying is one ear out the other, or it's listen. If you come into my channel and asking me a question, and that's one thing, bro. Asking you shall receive, man. Come on. Let's be real. But two, like, this is just, see, I want y'all to see how important this is too, though. Like, even though people can come a certain way, when they don't get their way, I still don't take it as a negative thing. That is just what people do for what they stuff. If people feel some type of way, right? Unless like I actually inflict pain, we're on like monkey bars and I push him and I hurt him, that's one thing, right? Or if I'm throwing low blows, that's one thing, right? But it's important, and why your mind is very important to stay sharpened like steel. None of that shit is gonna phase me, bro, for sure. But it's just it comes with it though, like just in general in dating and stuff. But why positivity is just important though, and it's not toxic positivity. Positivity is seeing negativity. Positivity is being assertive in your boundaries. It's knowing respect versus disrespect. That's positivity. That's another level of positivity most people don't talk on, because it's not rainbows and sunshines. The rainbows and sunshines are there, but it's about weeding out the bad things in your grass. Also planting the good seeds of trees, watering them, nurturing them. Some flowers may die just because you may not get to all of them. But it just comes with it, and it comes with a routine, which you got to create a system for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Amanda asks, do you think there's more men that get no action in the sense they never mastered the skills to get women, or is there more men with the skill that pull? It's the first one. Most men that get no action, that they just, and the thing is too, is like mastering skills are forever. Like there's always more to learn when it comes to smooth talking with women. There's more to learn when it comes to a first move that you make on a woman. There's more to learn when it comes to a first date routine that you're setting up for when the woman comes to their right. There's so much more to learn when it comes to it. But yeah, no, there's a lot more than those, than the ones who actually pull. Because when I say pull too, I mean, but the skills that you learn are skills for yourself that you bring to the date, because that's an experience of you. Like this is a what is the word? This is just a what is it called? It's like an extension of me. There we go. This is just an extension of me. There's a very few amount of people that do that, and especially to come from a genuine, honest, direct place. Most men are they can hear the skills, right? They can hear some things you can say that's smooth. I could say something smooth, or I can make a video. I got a whole bunch of videos about smooth talking and shit that I could say. Some guys will pick that shit up and use it, but they're using it out of a sense to manipulate rather than being true and honest to it, you know? I appreciate you, Baldwin. Thank you. Gil states, that's when someone stays in their fucked up reality, when someone, yeah, man. You should be careful who you provide for. Sometimes people take advantage of those who use gifts and want their partner to stay home. Okay. What we know is a drop of what we don't know is the ocean. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Afghan, great to see you. But I have reached towards the end. Tomorrow, I'm going to, if everything goes well, I will be doing a call-in live in the afternoon. So I definitely would like to see familiar faces that came in. Thank you for everybody for being here. We had a great conversation tonight. I loved and enjoyed every single conversation thoroughly, no matter what it was, no matter if it was against, no matter if it was words thrown around. Regardless, I enjoyed this shit because this is what assists, this is what helps, this is what gets people to learn. And shout out to those who are replaying this. Shout out to everybody. What's going on, Raven? You said biggest lesson you learned is that you have to share values in any kind of relationship. Thanks for sharing that comment. I'll be talking to you guys soon. I have a great topic tomorrow in the afternoon. If it goes well, just know that it's going to be more of this, but over there. And let's see who is going to go. But if you haven't liked or subscribed, do so, most definitely. I'll see you guys again. I'm going live every day in September. To shine within is to shine without. And always remember, authenticity is the new sexy. We out this thing. Peace.